Hello, this is Dana with essenceofme.com and the Freedom Please channel, and this is another installment of my Yarn Crafters videos, which is somewhat like a vlog. In today's video, I'm going to talk about my work in progresses, progress projects, WIPs, or some people call them UFOs, which is unfinished projects. I guess it should be UFPs, right? Anyway. My unfinished projects, my plans for the summer, as well as I think that's going to be about it. I am recording this before I actually talk about the video. So if you think any of these things may be of interest to you, stick around and we'll jump right in after the intro clip. See you in a bit. Thanks. Okay, so today in my Yarn Crafters video, my intent is not to keep you long. I want to talk about my huge pile of unfinished projects, um, also my work in progress projects, and my attempt to accomplish completing them, at least the majority of them, so that I can make room for some other things that may be even bigger and that I don't get kind of stir crazy. We're in a smaller place now, so keeping things organized is very important to me, as well as going through my yarn stash, which is why I want to work on some larger projects. So with all of that said, I really would like to know, what do you do to stay on task with your works in progress? And I have knitting projects, I have crochet projects, and I really want to get them all done or wrap things up. So with that said, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to take care of some of the smaller projects that I'm finishing up, and then I'm going to start my big projects. And with those big projects that I'm working on, I will just document the process on my blog at essenceofme.com. You can click on blog, and that will take you to um, all of my posts. Typically, I try to put my videos there, as well as any additional information like links and everything, kind of like commentary. But I would love to know how you all do it, and if you would like to join me and try to clean out some of this stuff. I want to clean out my works in progress. I want to clean out my yarn stash. And I know my yarn stash won't be empty, but I'm starting to fall in love with some particular yarns, and I want to make room for them and not have an abundance of things that I don't need. Additionally, as I work on winter projects, there are some yarns that I cannot use for certain projects. And since I know that, I want to get rid of those and kind of get out with the old, in with the new, some new colors, and hopefully systematize what I'm doing in a way that I know what I have, and I can work on and be able to move forward. Okay. The other thing in this Yarn Crafters video is about, I didn't say it in the intro, lining. I have watched well, almost every YouTube video regarding crochet bag or knit bag or purse lining. And I look at them and it seems really easy. I've done them before, but there's things that I wanted to change, and there's some functionality that I would like to add to them. And I have my sewing machine now, and I wouldn't have to necessarily hand sew it. So that's kind of going to be after I get my small projects done. I want to address lining these bags. I have the fabric. I don't know what to think. I just feel like every time I think about it, I just think I don't want to mess up my sewing machine. Do I have the right material? Do I know what I'm doing? So the good thing is that I have some smaller bags, and I also bought yarn to do just this. And I've gotten a handle on some of the bags that I really like that I made. And now that I have that, that kind of gives me more energy to want to line them. So let me know if you want to stay in the loop on that. I will show it in my cast off video, the finished product. But if you're interested in the progress, I don't know. So, but I will be starting to take more pictures now that I'm posting more pictures on Instagram and putting them on the Essence of Me site as I'm going along in the process. I'm finding that that's helpful for me because some days it seems like I haven't made any progress, but when I look back at the pictures, I really have. Okay, so that's my lining, my works in progress, my stash yarn. I want to talk a little bit about yarn. I said I wasn't going to make this too long. Oh, I'm only at 5 minutes. I'm doing good. I'm falling in love with this Red Heart Soft. I used this to make the Dana's Vest. I also used it to make, I'm always trying to remember because I've been trying different yarns to see which ones I like, and I just like this one. One of the things that I really liked about it is the feel of it, the texture, the color variety. I also like the yardage. This skein had 256 yards, and I'm really believing that this will come pretty close to the impeccable, but the texture is different, but the softness is the same. So I really like this because sometimes the red heart equal economic or whatever, and the big things of red heart tends to be kind of hard, and I don't like to have to pre-treat them because usually I'm making it and it's going out as fast as I'm making them. And so this has been a really awesome find. So if you've tried it and you've used it and you've liked it, I'd love to know what your experience has been and also what you've used it for. I've used it for the vest, which would have been an apparel item, and I think I've used it for a hat. No, I take that back. I've only used it for the vest. I used it for mine, which is the purple. It was the I think they call it either dark purple. And then I did this one, which is the off-white, and I also have a skein of the tangerine that I'm working on right now. It's still being working on that now. So that's all that I wanted to say about that yarn. I think that's it. Oh, tutorials. Okay, I have a few tutorials up, and in the past, I've pretty much done tutorials except for maybe one or two where it's primarily been for crochet alongs. I've been asked to do a bag, which I think there's so many on YouTube, but right now towards the top is the bag. I also have been asked to do one on the summer vest, my Dana summer vest. Um, There was another one that I was asked to do again on making graphic patterns. And I've done that, and I've even done the written instructions. But if that's something that's of interest, I wouldn't mind doing that again. I loved doing the graphic patterns, and I think that's a way to do a piece where it really is a one of a kind piece, and it can mean something to someone else other than yourself if that's what you like to do. So I've been asked about doing a graphic pattern piece, and not just a pillow, because last time we did a pillow, but something that may work up in either to a blanket or I guess something like that, but you could work it up into anything. Um, what else? Oh, and the prayer shawl, doing a prayer shawl tutorial. I was asked about doing a triangle prayer shawl because in the summertime, I have two different triangle prayer shawls. I have a winter one and I have a summer one because I make them year round. The winter ones are a lot thicker, and I typically don't make them this time of the year just because they tend to run warmer. So, with that said, of those things that I've listed, let me know what you would like to see next. That was now I gotta list them again. I should have wrote this down. the Another graphic design, like a graphic pattern. You take a graphic and turn it into a crochet pattern. You can also do it with knit. Also and also the Dana summer vest. Either a bag or a purse. If I did one, I'd really like to do the bag that I showed in my cast off video today because it is super easy and it only take you maybe a couple hours to do, and it's functional, and I plan to use that like when we go out I take my kids to do all kind of stuff in the summer, so I can throw stuff in there. It's quick, it's handy, and that took less than a skein of yarn. Um, and what else did I say? Yeah, I mean, you can rewind this video. I'm sorry. Okay. So with all of that said, thank you so much for watching. I look forward to any of your comments, questions, or concerns. Let me know if you have any other items to add to my potential list of tutorials. And even if you want to see any more, because the thing about it is when you do tutorials, I honestly would rather do a class than a tutorial. When I do classes, I just love that so much more because I can walk around and help and see and help people fix things as they go along. But when you're doing the tutorials, it's like you just kind of got to go through the process. And I'm a person that as I'm working on things, probably no two items are ever the same because I usually do not stick to the pattern. And I usually go with what I know in my mind I want to use that item for, which means I could be making alterations as I go along. Like that big circle bag that I made, that bag is coming along so nice. But I went from having 2 handles to having 8. Yeah, I'm going to show that one to you too because I've been working on it. But with that said, it's like that's one of the things that I like to share that I can share more in a class than in a tutorial sometimes because I like to call it making your piece your own and how you can make it unique to you. Now we can all use maybe one standard pattern, but maybe your piece will have something that reflects your own style, whether it's in the color choice or the way that you construct it. And for me, it's usually the construction and also, well, no, probably not color choice because I'm very simple with color choice. So probably construction and the ability to give instructions on how to do it. So, with all of that said, I hope that you all will add in your comments and everything here so I can know what to do next. Even if you think it's time to do another crochet along because the the prayer the scrap piece went really well and I loved doing it, and that's one of the projects that I want to get finished. Been working on that for years anyway. So let me know. Visit me online at essenceofme.com. I look forward to your comments, questions, or concerns and interacting with you all in the comment section. You can always find me on Facebook. Just look for Essence of Me, as well as Instagram, which is Dana Pittman Online. And all of that information is in the description box as well. Um, and let me know, what are you working on? What are you planning to do this summer? I kind of have some things I would like to do, but what are you doing? It would be great to either see a video response or kind of chat with you in the comment section to get some new ideas about fresh things to do and some things to keep me busy in between summer camps and training sessions and sitting in traffic and all that good stuff. So take care. Thank you for your time, and I hopefully will see you all sooner than later. Goodbye.